The quiet builder, when actions speak louder than words. Have you ever noticed how some people talk endlessly about what they'll do next, yet nothing ever really changes? And then there are others who quietly build while the world only sees the result. In the end, which voice truly matters, the one that speaks or the one that acts? This is the story of Ethan Brooks, a young software engineer who learned that sometimes silence can be the loudest sound of all. Ethan wasn't the kind of person you'd notice at first. He worked in a small tech startup in Seattle, one of those offices filled with energy, caffeine, and people who talked a lot about the next big thing. Every Monday, team meetings turned into marathons of ideas and promises. Everyone had a vision, a plan, a pitch. But Ethan, he just sat quietly, scribbling notes in his small black notebook. His coworkers often teased him. "Brooks, you ever gonna say something?" They'd laugh. He'd smile politely, shrug, and go back to his work. What they didn't know was that while they were talking, Ethan was building. The company was preparing for a huge competition, a hackathon that could attract investors and media coverage. Whoever built the best prototype in 2 weeks would represent the startup on stage. Everyone wanted the spotlight. Everyone talked big. Some stayed late, arguing over which framework to use. Others made presentation slides before they even wrote a single line of code. But Ethan stayed in the corner of the office, headphones on, typing quietly. He didn't interrupt. He didn't argue. He didn't boast. He just did the work. Day after day, he refined his code. He tested, debugged, and started again. When a teammate's system crashed, he helped fix it without a word. When the group fell behind schedule, Ethan stayed after midnight, bringing them back on track. No one noticed. No one thanked him. But that didn't matter, because Ethan wasn't doing it for applause. He was doing it because he believed results speak louder than noise. Then came the day of the presentation. The office was buzzing with excitement and nerves. 3 teams had completed their prototypes, and only one would be chosen to represent the company. Team Alpha, the loudest group, had been confident all along. They talked so much about their revolutionary app that everyone assumed they'd win. When the manager called for demos, Team Alpha went first. Their app looked flashy, but it crashed halfway through. Team Beta followed. Great pitch, but missing key features. Then came Ethan's turn. He didn't have a polished speech or dramatic hand gestures. He simply opened his laptop, connected it to the projector, and said softly, "This is what I built." On the screen appeared a clean, elegant system. It ran smoothly, faster than anyone expected. No bugs, no lag, no failure. The room fell silent. Every eye turned to him. For the first time, Ethan spoke more than a sentence. "I figured instead of talking about what could be done, I'd rather show what's possible." That single line changed everything. The manager nodded slowly. The CEO smiled. And within a minute, everyone started clapping. First a few, then the entire room. Ethan's prototype wasn't just functional. It was brilliant. It got selected to represent the company at the national competition. And later that year, it helped the startup secure its first major investor. Suddenly, the quiet guy no one noticed became the one everyone looked up to. But Ethan never changed. He didn't start talking more. He didn't post about his success online. When a colleague asked how he did it, Ethan just smiled and said, "While you were talking about doing it, I was doing it." You see, in a world full of noise, where everyone wants to be heard, the real power often belongs to those who listen, observe, and act. It's easy to make promises. It's easy to say, "I will," but it takes courage to say nothing and still deliver. Because in the end, words can echo, but actions build legacies. So the next time you feel the urge to prove yourself through words, remember Ethan Brooks. Remember the quiet builder, and remind yourself, speak less, do more. Let your actions be your voice. So tell me, have you ever been underestimated just because you stayed silent while others spoke louder? Share your story below. And if Ethan's journey reminded you of something deep within yourself, hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment about one time you chose action over words. Because here at Story Lantern, we believe that even the smallest flame can light up the darkest room.